official in charge of this summit, and I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Helms. Bush.
Casey.
Secret Service? That's neat to know, Detective Vecchio. Now, Washington has received some very scary, very believable threats to the safety of the summit. Due to the large crowds of press and demonstrators expected, security consideration has become a nightmare. Let me just say, nothing will interfere with the security and safety of this summit conference.
Special Agent Helms will be heading up security. Now, our respective countries are all counting on this joint task force to be an example of international cooperation. I trust I can count on you.
Meaning if you screw up, we're all toast.
Look, this could be a problem, sir. I don't think we're really bonding. Perhaps Fraser and I should be the ones...
Listen, Vecchio, the three of you have less than 72 hours to bond.
This is not enough time, sir.
Vecchio, are you familiar with that old Spanish expression, el guardia del tráfico?
Understood, sir. We will be a well-oiled machine by tomorrow.
The American shot you.
I don't think he intended to.
Thank you. We clean our own personnel here.
Look, it was a simple mistake.
No, it was a miscalculation, and I haven't made a miscalculation since...
Since when?
Well, since the last time you shot me. I'm just grateful you had the presence of mind to shoot me again.
Well, it wasn't my fault. She jumped the gun.
She heard that.
I know. Police, anybody home?
ID?
It's Constable Benton Fraser, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. I'm here on behalf of the Joint Security Task Force to pick up the telephone security codes for the Trade Summit. I believe you were expecting us?
Your health insurance number.
559-764-921.
Mother's maiden name.
Pinsent.
Code word of the day.
Manatee.
Sign here, please.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
What's with all this security hocus pocus for a trade meeting?
Not any trade meeting, top NAFTA representatives.
Yeah, well, in my country, nobody knows what NAFTA is or cares.
Somebody does apparently enough to...
What?
Well, that security official stamped his document. He did it rather hard.
Yeah, well, those phone company boys are tough.
Yeah, but if you stamp documents all day long and you do it that hard, Ray, you develop tendinitis. So you start to use a rolling motion.
Are you all right? Okay. I got it.
You know what it is to love your home and lose it. I am losing mine. Canadian forests are being destroyed to build houses in America. American forests are being destroyed to build houses in Mexico. Trade representatives Sinclair, Franklin, and Tedesco have betrayed us. I will see them die before they are allowed to betray their countries again. Lunatic. And you say you don't know this man?
Not to my knowledge, no.
But he knows you.
It would appear so, yes.
Yes, it would.
You didn't get a look at his face?
The blinds were down, the room was dark.
The room was darker. Your eyes weren't sharp, Constable.
My eyesight is fine, thank you.
Just not today.
No.
You've been working in law enforcement for some time, haven't you, Constable?
For some time, yes.
Is there anything going on, either physically or emotionally, that could be putting you off your game?
No.
Did you observe anything about this person, Constable?
I observed many things. The most salient feature was his hands. He spent a lot of time out of doors. He worked with his hands.
Somebody walked away with top secret copies of the summit telephone codes right under your nose, Constable. And the only thing that you can recall is that perhaps he spent a lot of time out of doors. You weren't on the detail at the Prime Minister's residence during the break-in last year, were you?
No.
Keep in touch.
I made a mistake. No. I made 2 mistakes. Oh, boy. You know, they say your muscle tone and reflexes start to go in your early 20s. Of course, in your case, that would be in your early 3s. But we've made up for it, haven't we? We have increased knowledge, we have increased skill. Yes, you eat up quickly. We have to go to bed early.
A burglar got inside the Prime Minister's residence, Constable, while the PM was at home. And where were you?
In Chicago.
Do you think it was appropriate for you to be hundreds of miles away in a foreign country when your PM was facing that kind of threat?
Of course not.
Fitness is not just about strength and reflexes. It's about judgment.
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Over here, Constable.
Yes, sir.
Aye, son. I understand is the first thing to go.
Yes, sir. It's a bad dream. Go back to sleep.
Come on, old timer, you're out of here. We'll have our trade representative stay on the plane an extra 5 minutes. Then you'll meet up with the others, go out the back entrance. No need to tell the Americans or the Mexicans.
The American trade representative will come out of the hatch second. The guy in front will be a lookalike. Our guy will wait 5 minutes, then enter the terminal.
Don't tell the Mexicans or the Canadians.
Nuestro hombre se quedará por 5 minutos más en el avión. El canadiense sale por atrás. Y el gringo es un doble.
¿Cómo sabes esto?
La ventaja de ser mexicano. Siempre piensan que estamos durmiendo. Pero no le digan eso a los gringos, ¿eh? O los canadienses.